A traffic officer was working by the roadside when Frank suddenly jumped into a parked police car and sped away. The officer reacted fast and called the command center to report the stolen vehicle. Frank drove through the city and kept watching the drone above with clear caution. Soon, 4 patrol cars received the alert and set off in pursuit. Frank noticed them closing in but showed no intention of stopping. He kept driving at full speed until he reached a school. When he saw students crossing the zebra line, he hit the brakes hard and brought the car to a stop. The special police arrived immediately. They surrounded Frank and brought him in for questioning. But after a thorough investigation, they found out he wasn't a thief. Frank was actually a captain in the Armed Police Special Unit. He acted that way because earlier that day, he found out a mysterious hacker was watching him. That morning, Frank had planned to visit a hospitalized comrade. As he walked through the corridor, he looked up and noticed something strange. All the surveillance cameras on the ceiling were pointed directly at him. At first, he thought it was a coincidence, but no matter where he moved, the cameras kept tracking him without fail. This abnormal behavior immediately raised his suspicion. He headed straight to the hospital's surveillance room and showed his ID to 2 staff members on duty. Without hesitation, he shut off the main power. The monitors went black. The hacker was caught off guard by the sudden shutdown. Frank signaled the staff to stay quiet and began searching the room. Frank removed it and asked the 2 staff members if they knew what it was. Both said they had never seen it before. To confirm the device's nature, Frank decided to take it back to the unit for analysis. The hacker saw through the surveillance feed that Frank had taken the device, but instead of panicking, she gave a cold and knowing smile. Just as Frank stepped out of the hospital, the device suddenly activated. He realized at once it was a time bomb. Without wasting a second, he evacuated the nearby crowd and sprinted toward an open area. He hit the ground hard and used his body to block the device as the timer expired. Seconds passed, but the bomb never went off. It had been a cruel trick. The hacker only wanted to mess with him. Even so, Frank didn't lower his guard. He followed the trail and eventually tracked down the hacker. The woman was arrested and brought to justice.